There's so many things I want to do in a day. And here my day is almost over, 8 o'clock at night. And I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do today. But I did want to read to you these poems that Jamie wrote to me when he was, well, we were engaged and we were writing each other back and forth. So, when you know you're going to marry somebody, then you're more serious. So these are serious poems. And he hasn't written too many of them poems for me since we've been married. He wrote them to catch me. He caught me. But I have to tell you about Jamie. Every year when winter comes, Jamie has a winter project. So like his project will be writing the horse paper about all the genesis of horses, or it will be about the physics, or it will be organizing something in the house, or it will be, those garden books, or anyway, every winter he works on a big old project. And so I always tell him that the winter of 94 to 95, I was the project. So he only concentrating on writing me letters and poems. So I told him I was going to read him. I said, do you want to read him? He goes, no, I'll be embarrassed if I had to read him. And he goes, you still have them? I said, of course I still have them. Nobody ever wrote poems to me before. And this is the envelope that from 1995 that he, I kept them all in that envelope. All right, so I think there's 7 or 8 or something. Anyway, hopefully I can read them with heartfelt love. All right. Poem to my precious. And when I gaze into the heavens and see a tiny little star, you're my precious little diamond sparkling from afar. Like a little twinkle from your eye, and when I think I love you, then I know the reason why. You are so precious, precious you. Love ties the sinews of our hearts and binds us close together. And though we're miles apart, and though we're miles and miles apart, I'll always hold you close to me, deep within my soul and heart. He did too. Okay, number 2. Forever, darling. You are in my heart forever, darling. The fondest feelings I could ever know. You are in my dreams forever, darling. In everything I do and every place I go. You are in my world forever, darling. Like rays of sunshine and cool breaths of spring. You are in my soul forever, darling. And joy and happiness to me you bring. You are in my life now forever, darling. Because of you, I'm truly like a king. You are in my arms forever, darling, and I never want to let you go away. You are in my mind forever, darling, the nicest thoughts of every day. Jamie Burton. No, Jamie B. Love Jamie B. Because, I had a whole bunch of Jamies writing to me, so he had to put Jamie B. Anyway, that's my favorite one. Forever, darling. He could be writing, Hallmark cards. All right, now this one. I lived by the beach, so I think that's where he got the idea for this poem. Come dance with me. Okay, ready? You could copy these down as I read them and give them to somebody you know. The problem is most of the people are listening are women, not men. And when I read through the comments and all the wonderful things that the people say, I told Jamie, too bad it wasn't men saying all those nice things about me. It's just women that are my age. Anyway, no. All right, this one is called, and I have to laugh because we never danced with each other until his son got married and we had to. It's called Come Dance With Me. Come dance with me on a moonlight beach, and lessons of loving and of sharing I'll teach. I'm going to start over. I read through them all first, but, his writing and his spelling is kind of bad. All right. Come dance with me on a moonlit beach, and lessons of loving and of sharing I'll teach, until in a lover's fantasy, a faraway realm we'll reach. And as we dance with each other on the moonlit beach, come dance with me on the moonlit beach in bonds of affection nothing worldly can breach. We'll convey our love and commitment without word or without speech as we dance with each other on the moonlit beach. Come dance with me on a moonlit beach, and as we dance in the moonlight by the edge of the sea, we'll hold each other tight until we unite as one will be, as we dance with each other on the moonlit beach. Love, Jamie. Okay. He had fantasies of dancing on the beach. We never did. All right. A poem for you, dear love. Dear Angela. Now, you know, when he met me, he said, what do you like to go by? And I said, well, I like people who don't know me very well to call me Angela. And if you know me well, then you call me Angie. And if you really know me well, then you call me Ange. Like Shauna and my family calls me just Ange. What does Jamie call me now? Angela. I said, why don't you shorten it? He never has. He's just always called me Angela. A poem for you, dear love. Dear Angela, you are an angel, a dream come true. I'm dark and lonely paths I've searched. I have to start over again. This was written April 30th, 1995. I was going to say that first, and then I got too excited because it said, Dear Angela. You are an angel, a dream come true. In dark and lonely paths I've searched until at last I finally found you. And as my heart is full tonight with joy and love and pride, and I could never wish to be in another place than here by your side, I want to hold you and kiss you and touch you ever so tenderly and share the joys of love with you in life and throughout eternity. For your love is truly amazing, deep and pure and free. You share it with me, with no other man, but offer it unconditionally only to me. And as I take your hand in mine, and as your tender heart I hold, I see a priceless treasure shine, more valuable than a world full of gold. I could never hurt such a perfect human being, but I will give you my total love, and I will always worship you, my queen. Jamie Burton. Oh, and he did put Jamie Burton on that one. Glad he said that, because I wouldn't know which one it was. So, he was thinking about me. These were all ones he mailed. All right, now this one. He bought a card for me. Let's see how much he paid for it. $1.85. Okay. Wish I was kissing you, the front of it says, instead of just missing you. So, and look, he wrote, I love you, I love you, I love you, a whole bunch of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times he wrote it. Well, 15 over here. All right. All right. He went with a card, what it said, and then here he says it. Wish I was kissing you and holding you close to my heart instead of just missing you while we are miles apart. Wish I was kissing you and whispering secrets in your ear instead of just missing you and wishing you were here. Wish I was kissing you and holding your hand in mine instead of just missing you. Then life would seem just fine. Wish I was kissing you and giving you a wedding band instead of just missing you. Then forever we'd go hand in hand. Lovely. That was lovely. Okay, the next one. Dear Precious, I wrote this poem while I was at and in church today. Naughty. Angela, I love you. This was January, February, March, April, May 7th, 95. He wrote this. Sweet is thy love. Sweet is thy love, a precious thing, to give joy and make my heart sing. You show thy love in morning light and give thy heart to me each night. Sweet is the joy that fills my breast, to let my soul in comfort rest. It gives my heart the chance to sing the songs which only love can bring. Sweet is the love that I have found. It makes my whole world go around, and is a very special, precious thing, and truly makes me feel like a king. Oh, may my hand in yours be found, and let our love together be wound in perfect peace and joyous harmony as we walk that road into eternity. He was so romantic then. He's not too much anymore. We got used to each other. Okay, this is the last one, May 8th. And then we were married June 10th, so May. He didn't write another poem after May. I hope you understand. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say about how you are my favorite person in every way. On the earth below or among the stars above, in the whole universe, there's none like you love. Because our love was brought down from heaven, our blessings of joy, love, and life are God-given. When we met, we knew it was right to unite and hold and kiss the other each day and night. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say about how wonderful and kind you are each day, and how our hearts are drawn, wanting to connect, to have, and to hold, and honor and respect. I hope you understand my love for you will grow, and hand in hand together walk until the sweet glow. Until the sunset glow. When I hold you in my arms, there's no happier man than the one you made of me. I hope you understand. I love you. By Jamie H. Burton. His middle name is Hink, which was his mother's maiden name. So, these are all the poems. And no other man, the other two husbands never wrote me poems. And I never wrote him a poem because I'm not good at it. But I wrote him a lot of letters. But anyway, aren't they cute? So cute. I should type them up. Oh, I did one time. One time, I typed them all up. And I put them in beautiful pages in a book. I wonder where the book is. Must be in his stuff because I gave it to him. And they were all beautiful on beautiful paper and everything. So, anyway, it worked. Our personal ad that we met on worked. And if you want to see how we met, I have a video. You look back on all my 350 videos. You will find one that says how I met my husband. And the hint is we met in a personal ad. It was a miracle. Alexa, how many miles from Afton, Wyoming to Brookings, Oregon?
From Afton, Brookings is 966.6 miles away by car.
Did you hear that? So we were 966.6 miles away from each other. How were we ever going to meet if God hadn't brought us together? All right, so I told you I'd read you the poems, and so now I did it. And I went over to Trevor's to try to make a video, but the wind was so bad and everything. I don't know if it's going to work. So who knows if that's going to happen or if it already happened. Because now I'm so out of sync, which is now and which is later. I don't even know. And I got some fan mail. I got 2 fan letters today. Oh, the one's over there. But look at this beautiful envelope. And they sent me these scratch and sniff stickers and a beautiful Hallmark card and wrote beautiful things. And they wrote a letter to Jamie and then another card over there. Anyway, thank you for the fan letters. I'm going to make a book of all and put all the fan letters in a book. So that'll be fun. And then Jamie's son kind of had alarming. How'd they get your address? Of course, I gave you my post office box. Doesn't matter. Nobody's going to sit at my post office box till I come and abduct me or something. And so, I hope you liked the letters, and I hope it wasn't embarrassing. Jamie said he would be embarrassed if he read them. But when I married him, his ranch was on Kennington Burton Road. Because at one end of the road, Burtons lived, and at the other end of the road, the Kenningtons lived. So they named it Ken Burton Road. So, isn't that funny? But we don't live there anymore. But there's roads named after him. It was really after his dad, probably, or grandpa. I don't know. All right, that's all I'm going to talk about right now. And so it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed.